Hello, guys, and welcome back to the second Last Step podcast. I am your host, Declan Jordan, and I'm also being joined by my co-host, Jordan Duffy. How you doing?
Hello. It's nice to see you again.
It's nice to see you too.
Yeah, thank you.
Today we are not recording where we usually are. We are recording in a nice little studio in Glasgow for a change.
Yep.
Really nice ambience right now.
Yeah.
Really digging it.
Getting some lamps on. Yeah, we're in Lo-Fi Studios. It's a place I'm normally recording with my band, and they were nice enough to let us jump in and use one of the rooms. So thanks very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much for letting us use your room. If you didn't, we'd be kind of screwed for this week.
I would just be out in the mid-year, but it's all good.
Yeah,
It's all good.
So this week, what has been going on this week? A lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Has happened. Well, not really, because it's been quite quiet. But
Yeah.
apart from one thing, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah. Let's not go into that.
This isn't the pod. There's podcasts out there if you want to get into that kind of stuff. We're for the fun stuff.
Oh yeah, it's all just you'll go to somewhere that will be a news source for that to get the information of people that you should get the information off of, not from us.
Because we're two Scottish guys that like talking about pop punk and pop culture.
Yeah, exactly. Anything that takes our fancy that will make us
Exactly.
giggle.
So, what is the first thing that happened this week?
Right. Okay. I'm gonna start off with 30 Seconds to Mars. It's essentially they're back.
Are we happy about it?
No, I'm not. The last album I thought was actually really good, very progressive, but I'm an old school 30 Seconds to Mars guy.
What would you say is your favourite album? A Beautiful Lie?
Yeah, I'd probably say no. This is War.
I'd say This Is War.
I'd say This Is War. The Kill is my favourite song, but
I'd say Kings and Queens. I really like the song, and plus the video for it is fantastic. Like
Kings and Queens is I'm trying to think. You know how if you see montages of something in terms of proper emphasising something, and they've got the music back in the background.
Yeah, it's a very montagey song.
It's like, see, you get montages during wrestling for
yes.
like to build up something. So I know that.
Speaking of that, coming up tonight, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping. You might
possibly
not even be watching.
Probably not. But now going back to 30 Seconds to Mars.
It's a big tour.
You've heard the new song.
I've heard the new song. They were performing it at an awards show. I can't remember exactly what it was.
I
think it was
EMAs.
I don't think it was the EMAs. I think it was the American Music Awards. But I'm not too sure. But they performed it live in a way in which you couldn't really see them performing it because they were using either some form of digital effect on the recording apparatus, or they were just firing it through a filter, or they just got some electronic suits and just kind of completely blacked out the arena or wherever it was held to the point where it was dark and you couldn't see anything apart from these flashy suits. I wasn't a fan of it. I mean, it was quite cool to see, but in terms of the song, not a fan at all.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard it yet, but it took me a long time to get on board with what was it, Up in the Air?
Up in the Air, yeah.
That
was the last.
Love, Lust, Faith and Dreams.
That's the album. But you've got Up in the Air, which was essentially the main song from that album.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get on board. There's only a couple of tracks I'd go back and listen to today. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go to this tour. I mean, it is a massive tour they're doing. It's the European and UK that's been announced just now, I think.
No, I think it's all part of World Tour, which they'll have a UK and EU leg.
Did they not still hold the record for longest time of continuous tour for one album?
Yes, yeah, they did.
So fair play to them for that.
Don't get me wrong, it was impressive, and like that album, This Is War, was fantastic. I would have loved to went to see them.
Same.
Have I seen them? I think I have. I have seen them.
With Uni at 6?
No, I seen them at Tea in the Park one year. But yeah, I wouldn't go and see them now, because I think it would be more the new stuff orientated.
Yeah.
I prefer them as a rock band, not a kind of progressive pop rock band.
Are we close to the SO word?
No, because they're not doing it as the SO. Oh, it's not really a word. It's, I would say, an esoterm. But I wouldn't say that. I would just say that they are being very creative. But when it comes to anything creative, you've got people that like it and you've got people that don't like it.
Exactly.
So for example, when Starbucks get creative, you've got people that love pumpkin spice lattes and you've got people who absolutely hate them.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same with anything creative.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there'll be people that hate this podcast, but we are only here for the people that love it.
Yeah.
The 5 people that listened last week.
Who cares? No, we're doing it for people that give us a listen, and we do appreciate it. But that's just the thing. We're being creative and just having a laugh. So
exactly.
We'd love to see people getting on board.
That's what it's down to. As long as they're having fun doing it,
definitely,
then that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Definitely.
But, people who may not have had fun on stage this week, a certain Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Getting crushed by his own set.
Yeah, that was kind of. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, we can laugh at it, but
we're only laughing because we know he's okay and stuff.
Yeah, obviously he was injured from it.
Mm-hmm. I think he cancelled a fair few days. On the tour,
but
which is fair enough. He got crushed by a stage.
He's not just tripped up. He's been flattened very much.
I feel really bad for him.
All best wishes to Marilyn Manson for a speedy recovery. Like, some of the stuff he does is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive fan, but like
I like Beautiful People.
Beautiful People's an absolute banger of a tune.
Yeah.
So is what's it called? Tainted Love cover.
See, I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Oh, it's fantastic, man. The music video was absolutely amazing.
The music video is fantastic for it, I'll give it that, but I don't know, just musically I don't really like it.
Fair dues.
But again, that's what we're saying, everyone has their own taste.
Yeah, but it is quite funny with what happened, but again,
we're only kind of having a joke about it because we know he's okay.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not something that happens regularly.
Yeah, but bloody hope not.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want a set or a stage falling.
Well, knowing him, it's maybe just part of the show.
I doubt it. I mean, he goes wild, but I don't think he would put himself to the point where he would crush himself, because he would have to do it every single night. People would get, I'm not happy, I did not see Marilyn Manson crush himself. It's just silly. It's just silly. But yeah, again, speedy recovery for Marilyn Manson, we're certainly hoping for.
In other music related news, and this is something we're excited for because it is today, for those interested in this, we're recording this on the Sunday.
Yeah.
And the reason we're in Glasgow is not just to record this wonderful podcast. We have a certain concert tonight. No,
we're in here specifically to record the podcast now.
Oh, so we're not going to Nick Deep later, no?
Oh, no. We'll get on this. No, we're going to go and see Nick Deep tonight at the Academy. Cool. Is it the Academy? Because I've got my ticket, but I didn't look at it, so I completely forgot.
It's the O2 Academy, and I think we talked a wee bit about this last week with the sort of, this is their run before they maybe try Arena. I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah, we did, man, we did. Mm-hmm. So they're playing with Woes, as it is, Real Friends.
Yeah.
I think it's actually, in terms of the bill, Woes, Real Friends, as it is, Nick Deep.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
I think it is. I think it is, yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that gig.
Yeah.
For me specifically, I love the new Nick Deep album, absolute banger of an album. But I'm going for Real Friends because they're closer to me in terms of what, like, they're one of the bands for me, especially when it comes to the songs. The Home Inside My Head, that album was really important for me in terms of an emotional time, getting through it, and it's one of the things that just kind of sticks to me. So Real Friends I'm definitely going for, but all the bands on the bill I'm really looking forward to. Looking forward to it.
Well, like I said, I've never seen Real Friends or As It Is. I've seen Nick Deep a few times, and I'm kind of worried because every time I saw them, they've slowly been progressively getting a little bit worse.
What, Nick Deep live?
Yeah.
But I seen them state champs on their co-headlining tour, and they were really good. Don't get me wrong, they were really good, but I'd seen them play in Garage, and I'm trying to think. I'm sure it was. Believe it or not, I'm pretty sure it was Handguns, then Neck Deep, then Real Friends, and then Wonder Years.
Oh, nice.
So that was a absolutely wicked.
Well, the times I've
show.
shot, the first time I saw them was the Slam Dunk Scotland day where We Are the Incred was headlining.
Oh yeah, did they play that?
Yeah, they played
That's
that.
pretty sweet.
It was just after Wishful Thinking came out, and the only song I knew by them was Liz and Teeth.
Ah, right, for those.
Then next time I saw them, it was supporting Bring Me.
Yeah.
Where I will admit they were excellent, but then I saw them when they were supporting A Day to Remember, and I don't know, it just didn't seem as good. It's sort of.
I'd like to see some. I mean, it's the same with a lot of bands. You kind of want an intimate show because you know that they get more involved with the crowd in terms of they're closer. The crowd can get more involved with them as well. So like genuinely, I was when I was at Garage, Ben just started jumping up to the barrier and jumped to like kind of put the mic in people's mouths. So that's what I like to see at gigs. I love seeing that at gigs.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the best ones I've seen do that is Frank Carter, because they will literally play their instruments standing on top of the crowd.
Yeah, Frank Carter's a bit of a nutter, but
I can't wait to see him in December.
So yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to the gig. Looking forward to the gig. So big up to all the bands. Let's have an absolute.
Maybe the one downside is we're stuck in the seating.
I don't care. I would prefer to be standing, but man,
getting to see a show like this.
Music.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about music. I normally stand a little bit away unless I'm really getting involved in it because I'm there just to have a good time and enjoy the music.
Yeah.
We talked about that kind of last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the one reason I'm there. But yeah, I want to see some involvement tonight, and I'll be hoping for it as well. Well.
So you'll get that review of the gig next week, and hopefully we can have some exclusive stuff.
Yeah, that'll be quite good.
That'd be
quite
nice.
Good. We'll give you a rundown on how it goes.
Yeah. One last thing before we get into what today's show is actually about, and it kind of concerns what we're talking about today. It's the fact that the PlayStation president, Andrew House, has now left Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Yeah.
So for a little bit of backstory, he's been there since the birth of PlayStation, and he's one of the founding fathers of it. And he's now stepping down to explore other opportunities and stuff like that. So it's kind of a sad time with PlayStation at the minute. Like, of course, I don't think the brand itself has been in a better position, obviously, with the PlayStation 2, but this is such a global thing now.
Yeah.
They had to suffer a little bit with the PlayStation 3, but now with the PlayStation 4, I think it's outselling the Xbox One, which is important.
Yeah. And
they're now starting to get a lot of exclusive stuff now. Like the same that the 360 had a lot of exclusive stuff with likes of FIFA, Destiny, games like that. PlayStation 4 is now getting them from the same company, so you can kind of see that the tides are changing a little bit. I know it's FIFA and it's not really a gamer's game, but for years PlayStation players have had to suffer without the likes of legends and stuff like that in the game.
Yeah.
On Ultimate Team. But now to branch over to the PlayStation and bring the market back in, they've now brought out the icons, I think they're called, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
So,
I don't know too much about the story. I can't see it really affecting much, to be honest, especially for gamers really being involved. It's really not going to bother us, to be honest.
Exactly, but it is a sad time when someone who's been there from the start steps away.
Definitely. What I will say is that different directions, did you say? He's going to be different options?
Explore other opportunities.
Other opportunities. So basically he's going to go and see what he can do. However, I would not be surprised if somebody like that, you hear a Nintendo or a Microsoft come a-calling and maybe he might just go, no, I'm a PS player, get away from me. But
that was me till the 360 came out.
I was total PlayStation, PS1, PS2, did have a GameCube because I wanted Super Smash Bros. But I went to, after the PS2, I went to the Xbox 360.
So you never had a PS3 at all?
I never had a PS3. And I loved the 360. It was actually, in my eyes, the better console, which I think for a lot of people was the same.
What, compared to the PS3?
Compared to the PS3.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And then people done the same as me and jumped over to PS4 once they realised price points, exclusivity, and also I just think that it's a better package. I think I do understand the Xbox and Microsoft idea of they're looking for the kind of premium. We are the premium console. We've got better graphics and better gameplay. But in terms of what I want to do when it comes to gaming, most of the time I want to put it in and play. I want to just kind of immerse myself into it. And if I can save some pounds on it, or whatever your currency is, then I'll do it. I'll do it. But in all fairness, I will just play anything. So if I've got a PlayStation, I'll stick with PlayStation. If push comes to shove and I end up getting an Xbox or whatever the next one is, I've got it. I still play the old DS. I still got my Pokemon games. I'll still play that all the time.
What were you playing at the minute?
Red.
Nice.
I'm going old school.
Same. I've got an emulator on my laptop for Red.
Yeah,
I'm really
I've got the DS, man.
See, I'm gonna branch in. I think this year I'm either gonna get a Vita, because the idea of cross platform stuff that's really getting me in it, or I might go DS because I want to get Mario Kart. I want to get games like that.
I'll get a 2DS or a 3DS once I've completed all my Pokemon games again, and then I'll move on. But until that time, I'm not getting a 3DS or a 2DS. We'll just stick with the normal DS. It's not broke. I don't have to fix it. I don't have to tape it up with tons of sticky tape. So, yeah.
Quick story before we move on to our main section. When I was younger, my little brother had a light blue DS, and I think it was the R button, like the right shoulder button. It came out.
What, popped out?
Yeah, and we thought, and my dad thought, alright, the way to fix this is we'll super glue it back in so you can no longer use it, which is an absolute shame.
I need the right trigger. I need the right trigger in the games. Yeah, just because it's comfortable when you know you've got it. But
exactly.
Yep.
But now we will move into what today's show is all about, and that is what we're playing, what games. Just gaming in general. That's going to be the big bracket of today. And we're going to talk about what we've been playing in the past maybe year or so.
I'd say so.
So a big game for me in the past year, and I think it's the same for a lot of people, has been Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I've got it. My opinion on it will probably be brief compared to yours, because you play it a hell of a lot more than I do. You're probably more into it than me.
Yeah.
But that's and in terms of me against yourself, I'd say you're a bigger gamer than me. You might say no. I would say so.
I'd say we're maybe on the same level. I mean, I think when it comes to like playing games, you kind of get more into it than I do. But I'm more into like getting everything to do with the game. So I'm more of a platinumer.
You're an achievement hunter.
Yeah.
You're an achievement hunter. Terrible.
We're PlayStation, it's trophy hunters.
It's all trophy hunter, sorry.
I know.
It's still an achievement hunter.
I know. I do the exact same thing, but I keep on picking myself up on it. But no, I've platinumed Horizon. Then I got so how annoyed did I get when they released the 2 new trophies?
You got annoyed for like a couple of minutes, and then you were like, "I get to play Horizon again." Yes. Thank you.
But what I didn't realise was I had to play it on the brand new difficulty of Ultra Hard, and luckily I only had to play the story again. But oh my god, the final mission took me an hour to complete.
Damn.
And I mean I only died like 4 or 5 times. I thought I was going to die like 20, because it was a nightmare.
I've still not completed the game. In terms of my opinion, I did get hooked into it. I kind of came away from PlayStation gaming for a period of time. Now getting back into it, so I'll definitely go back to complete Horizon. But without a shadow of a doubt, it is the most beautiful game. I would not go as far to say it is the best game that I've ever played. I won't talk about it now. We'll talk about best games later. But in terms of Horizon, that to me is the most beautiful game. The gameplay, the detail, the graphics, the environment,
the way everything interacts with you as well.
It's simple to use as well in terms of the kind of layout, but that is the one thing. It is easily to me the most beautiful game.
Yeah, every time I go on and play it, I end up putting stuff you know how you can share stuff to Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every time I've played that game, I've always had to share something, because you just get a moment of just, oh my god, this is a game. this is a game and it looks that good.
Mm-hmm.
And something that's been brought up, I think it's a fair argument that, not a fair argument, an argument that's been brought up a lot, that video games are not an art form. Like, that's what people, that's one of the main arguments against video games these days, but a game that, again, it looks interesting, but I've heard it's solid as hell, Cuphead, that got recently released.
What's this? I don't know if I've heard of this.
It's a platformer game, and it was all hand-drawn.
Wow.
And then scanned into the game. So, honestly, it looks...
What's the game where you're a yarn creature? What's it called again?
I forget.
Oh, that's going to annoy me. It's just...
that game looks really nice as well. Look, Cuphead, like, you know how the way, old 1950, 1960 Mickey Mouse cartoons used to be? That kind of style. That it's drawn like that, and it looks visually stunning.
It's Unravel.
Unravel. That game looks gorgeous as well.
Unravel. I've seen the gameplay from people doing YouTube videos on it. That looks beautiful as well.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of games that look beautiful there, but circling back to Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm not a fan of like open world games. So like I've got Fallout, I've got Skyrim, but I've never completed them, which I'm gonna aim to do at some point. We'll get into talking about games we want to complete. Horizon Zero Dawn, I got hooked instantly, and I think I completed it, and including getting everything around the world. So like you need to go around and get little data points and stuff like that. I think there's like over 100 in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I got all of them, and it only took me like 3 weeks. And that was while doing other stuff as well. So you're talking maybe 50 hours of gameplay in 3 weeks. And I was mesmerised by this game. It was, I don't know, it was just something about it made me click with it. And also
it's one of the enticing games, the one you can't help, but that's you just automatically turn on your PlayStation or your Xbox and you play the game. It's one of the games. It's one of the games. You don't even think about it. You don't think, right, what game am I going to choose today? It's literally just go play that. That's the game that I'm playing. It makes you just makes you very distant towards any other games. You just kind of focus on the one. And then once you finish it, you're like, okay, I'm finished. I've got all these other games.
Like that was the moment. Like as soon as I completed Horizon, I was like, oh, well, what do I play now? What do I do?
Yeah.
Another game, and I know we have both played these next two that I've wrote down. I'll go with the second one. A game called Paladins.
Yeah.
We got right into that game this year.
Yeah, that's just one of the games that we play all the time. It's a sandbox style game in terms of a shooter. It's very, very, very similar. Very similar to Overwatch.
Yeah, but the good thing about it is, because it's in beta, it is currently free.
Yeah, which is fantastic. The game itself works very, very well, unless you've got some lag issues, which occurs in all the time when you've got multiplayer games.
Yeah, but I can't even remember the last time I got lag in that game.
I can't.
Yeah.
So they monitor it really well. They do have some outage, but it's in beta, so you kind of have to accept that.
Yeah. They've done really well with fan feedback as well. Like they're constantly on Reddit. They're constantly doing stuff like that and getting in touch with fans to see if there's anything that could be improved or tweaked or anything like that in the game.
The characters they've got as well is really good. They try and make them as balanced as possible, but there are some characters which are a little bit OP. Don't get us wrong. Yeah, Sky's very OP. Meave is very OP. Or as it's Meave. God damn it.
Mauve. Like her name's
Mauve.
Or however.
I'm sure it's Meave.
But no, her name is Muavu.
I feel like going just asking Google. But we won't do it because then it'll be like that. I can't say that. Oh, I don't know how Google would react. But who knows? But I'm sure it has Meave. But no, that's a really, really, really great game.
Another game that we played a lot, and I know we were really excited when it came out. The remake of Crash.
Yeah, I've still not got the chance to play it really because I've had the other games which I'm trying to get through. Well, it's definitely on the horizon. So on the horizon. I'm sorry. No, I've still not played it yet in full. I have had a shot of it, and I think the remastering is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, everyone got really, really, really annoyed with the what would you call that? The not hit markers, but the where you jump and then you'd fall, like people who were when people were playing like the proper PS2 and PS1's versions before it came out. And then when they go to do the same thing in the remaster.
Oh, you mean in the changes in physics?
Yeah.
In terms of within the game, so the point of it's not as free-flowing and sudden as the originals?
Yeah, you need to be much more exact, and like it was a proper thing for about 2 or 3 weeks that people were raging about the fact that their muscle memory from childhood wasn't working anymore.
You don't want muscle memory. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I never played PlayStation 2 Crash. Never played PlayStation 2 Crash. But PS1 Crash all the time. But it was only the first one. I did get the second one with Cortex Strikes Back. I didn't get Warped. I played a demo of it back in the day, but it was always 1 and 2, specifically 1 though, and I used to play that all the time. Like my grandpa had it in his house with his original PlayStation 1, and I'm probably saying about, and don't might have to correct me here, probably until only like 5 years ago they had to get rid of it, and it was a case of up until that point, anytime I was up at my grandpa's, I was still having a shot of Crash on the original PS1. You still had an old TV which you could connect it up. It was still minted. It was still fantastic. So I got really excited with it. As Dad said, I need to get into it. I need to try and get it through it. But
I haven't even done the first part of the first game yet. Like the first Crash game I ever played was Wrath of Cortex on
Cortex Strikes Back.
No, Wrath of Cortex on PS2.
Oh right,
that was the first one I ever played, so I was really excited.
So not PlayStation 1, it was PS2 first?
The first console I ever had was a PlayStation 2. Like I just missed out in that period of PS1 by the time I was getting into gaming.
So what PS2 was your very first one?
PS2 was my very first console.
Fair dues.
I did go back and get a PS1, but at that time I had my PS2 and I was on that constant playing all the latest games. You know what it's like.
I'm sure my first one was PS1. It was either that or it was a Game Boy Color.
I had a Game Boy Color. That was fantastic. Do you remember the little screen thing you'd have to get for playing it at night?
Oh yeah, what, the wee torch you'd attach?
Yeah.
Or the thing that you'd put over the screen that would magnify it.
That's what I was talking about.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Of course. I can remember that.
Love that.
But you could get that for the Advance as well. When I had the Advance. Fun enough, I would only play. I got an Advance and I would only play Game Boy Color games on it. I never played advanced games because I didn't get them. I just kind of went like, oh no, I've got so many Game Boy Color games and I want to play.
So even back then you were like, oh, I've still got so many games to complete.
Such a hipster. Such a game hipster. Still playing Pokemon Red and my DS. But like that was first at PlayStation 1. Actually, one of the things that we can bring up as well, if we're talking about old games that we would play now coming back up, so we've got Crash, Abe's Odyssey.
Oh, I never played that as a kid.
So I played that as a kid on the PlayStation 1, and that was one of the games in which got me hooked into gaming, along with Crash. And Abe's Odyssey's kind of been always a cult kind of game.
Yeah.
It's back. It's now called is it? It's Odd and something. It's basically an Oddworld game. I cannot remember what it's actually called. But it's basically Abe's Odyssey. It's just in a different kind of format, which is fantastic. But Abe's Odyssey, PS1. Now you've got the new Oddworld game. What is it? Is it New and Tasty? I'm sure it's New and Tasty. It's called. But I can't.
Again, it's a game I never played as a kid. Like growing up for me, it was mostly football games. So I was a Pro Evo kid when I was growing up. Loved Pro Evo.
FIFA. I played Pro Evo once and I hated it. I actually hated it because I was like, this person's got a square head. Nobody's got a square head. This is rubbish. And then it was a case of you got Pro Evo and it didn't even have real players' names.
Oh,
because
no,
they weren't allowed to because they were already registered.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I think my favourite ever fake name in Pro Evo. So obviously I'm going to get this out there. I'm a massive Celtic fan, so I would always go Celtic against any team. Do you know what Neil Lennon was called?
What, Leno or something?
Neil Lemon.
Is that an Lenin?
No, as in lemon you put in your drinks and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
lemon.
Lemon.
Oh, crying on. Crying on.
But that's always been my favourite. But going back to games that we play a lot just now, and this was the game we got hooked on for a little bit, playing it together and stuff like that.
Well, see, when you say hooked, you're meaning hooked and like raging.
Oh yeah,
over.
like I have threw my controller at a wall because of this game.
Yeah.
And it's a game that somehow it's still on top on the charts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's GTA 5, and that came out what 4 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So
What GTA 5?
GTA 5.
Yeah, GTA 5.
Was it 2013 it came out?
Something like that. Because it was originally out on Gen 3, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 consoles. I had it for 360.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's been out a long time, but they keep maintaining it, and it's still one of the games. But that's the same with a lot of GTAs. I've got GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and 5 on PlayStation 4 with all the remasters. I don't have GTA 4 because I've not remastered it. Shout out, I know it wasn't everybody's favourite, but Goni remastered it, so I have all of them.
I tried to play GTA 4 and the driving annoyed me so much I turned it off.
Yeah, the driving was a bit of a nightmare. It's not the worst game for driving.
No,
Watch Dogs, number one. Easily the worst driving in the world. People kept going, oh, but it's really realistic. And I went, that's not realistic. It's not realistic. They all drive the same, they just have better speeds and then you crash more. And no, Watch Dogs was the worst driving physics, easily.
Like, going back to GTA, it's like kind of unprecedented because before that I hadn't seen a game that a game like that anyway that had such longevity online. Because usually with online games like your FIFAs, your CODs, everything like that, they need to update it every year to keep players interested. But they would just add like a variation of a game mode and people would be hooked instantly. I mean,
well, it's still going on. It's still going on. What's it called? Overtime Rumble mode on online.
That is the most fun I've had online.
That's the best one. That's easily the best one because you can just keep playing it even now.
Yeah,
and people guarantee that's one of the games which most people play. The only time which people probably might not focus on that one to play in like a group of people if they're playing online is if like there's a 2x RP multiplier on it.
Yeah.
And then they'll play that, but once it's gone they'll be like, oh, I want to have some fun. Overtime Rumble.
Yeah.
That's easily the best one.
But I mean, it's good for having fun and stuff like that. It's also good if you feel like throwing a controller at a wall once in a while. Cause,
not an Overtime Rumble.
Not an Overtime Rumble, I'm talking GTA in general. Because there's a certain heist mode that we've still to complete.
Final Heist, still can't get it.
And
Tried a number of times.
Like, I'd say easy about 30 times we've tried this.
More than that. Definitely. I'm not meaning, like, well, I don't know if you're meaning, like, individual attempts, like, as in, we'll spend tonight playing it. We've probably spent about 20 to 30 days trying to do it.
And
in terms of
I'd say
individual attempts, we're probably doing about 10 a day if we're trying it.
Yes,
and we've still not done it
times.
pretty much. By the way, it wouldn't be that far off.
Right. I'm this is just me getting triggered by thinking about it.
I'm in a good mood.
No, so am I. I don't want to try it, and plus we kind of can't because one of our group, sadly, has her PS4 in dead mode.
She's going to kill you.
I know, but it's the truth, and we couldn't do the heist without her. She'd kill us if we did it without her.
That is very true.
But no,
she's going to kill you.
What I don't get is we did the same things over and over. I watched videos on other people how they did it. We did it that way. To put it in perspective, I went outside of the heist. I found the quickest route to where we had to go. We tried it that way. It still didn't work. I don't know what else we can do.
Yeah.
So if you have any tips, please help.
Yeah.
It's like we get out the bank fine. We get to the bikes fine. It's the bikes.
It's always the bikes.
We can't do the bikes, and I don't know how.
It's just... No, I'm not going to get back in it.
No.
But to go back onto GTA as a whole...
Yes.
It's a 4-year-old game.
Mm-hmm.
It's I've had a look there. September 2013, and it's still as popular as it was. And
Yeah,
you can tell that by going into games shops and seeing pre-owned versions or brand new versions. The pre-owned still at like £30 odd.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
then,
just because online mode keeps getting updated, but it's one of the games that definitely will just continue. The same as all GTA games.
Mm-hmm.
I know people that still play GTA 3. I'm one of them because it's such a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be like the same graphics quality as you would expect with the newer games, but
yeah.
still one of the games at which you can play over and over and over again. And even if you go outside of the storyline, you can still just have a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Still have a lot of fun. Hands up, non-cheat gamer. Non-cheat gamer.
You're a non-cheat gamer.
I'm a non-cheat GTA gamer. I hate using cheats because I like the challenge on them.
See,
So I'm a non-cheat GTA gamer.
I'll only put the cheats in when I've done everything and I want a bit of fun.
Still won't do it.
What you've
Still won't do it.
So are you telling me you've completed a GTA and being like, what can I do now? Oh, I know. I want to spawn in a tank and I want to have some fun.
Still
You've
won't do it.
never done that.
No, but specifically because the one obviously with GTA 5 and I'm in story mode because I have been sly when it comes to the heists and when it comes to some of the missions. You can use the stock market to multiply your earnings.
Yeah.
Like big time multiply your
Yeah.
earnings to the point where if I wanted to buy a tank, I could buy a tank.
No,
And it would be chunk change.
I'm not talking about GTA 5. I'm talking about like GTA 3. You'd never
Yeah.
cheat in for
No, I wouldn't. I'd steal it.
Really?
I'd steal it
Aww.
because I'm a badass GTA gamer, man.
You're no
I'm a badass
no
GTA
cheat
gamer.
So
Big time.
just quickly to wrap up this section of the show.
Yeah.
Is there any other games you've played this year that you want to give a shout out to?
It's toughy.
Just very, very quickly before we move on.
It's a toughie. I'm trying to think. It's kind of a difficult one. I'll kind of say we'll do and shout out Rocket League
Rocket League is a good shout.
because it's one of the games in which you can literally just go in off like Minecraft. It's like a bit of a filler game, which I do love filler games. I really like filler games.
A good game if you're looking for a fill game just now. It's free on PlayStation Plus. It's called Hue. I was talking about it the other
I
night.
thought you were going to say Fortnite.
Oh no, but I am gonna give a shout out to that.
Oh,
But no, Hue. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a little platformer game, but it's one of those games where you can just go on, play it, and not even think about playing it.
yeah,
I love those kind of games.
yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm trying to think if there's any. No, I can't think of any that's I've played. The only other one would be remastered Skyrim, which, if we're going on, what would you want to talk about now in terms of gaming? Are we going on to faves?
We're going on to what's upcoming.
Oh, the
after
upcoming
this section. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's the next section. Quickly before we move on though,
Have you got one?
I've got 3 quick shout outs. We're not talking about them, but I just want to say this is games that I've really enjoyed playing in the past year. Outlast.
Right.
That game is
Heebie-jeebies.
it is the first game I've been genuinely scared with, and I've played some of Outlast 2, and I, like, no word of a lie, I was playing it with some mates, and albeit I had a little bit of drink in me, but I genuinely had to phone my mum and make her tell me everything was okay, it's just a game. I was terrified, and I don't get like that with games at all, and it was so I was so immersed in it, and it just terrified me so much. And I don't get like that with games, but Outlast is the first game I got like that with.
I understand, but at the same time,
It's like what?
I'm still judging you.
I was drunk at the time
I'm
as well.
still judging you. I'm still judging you.
We also have Until Dawn. I really enjoyed playing that.
Until Dawn, yeah.
It was the first sort of what do you call those, like the Telltale kind of games
Yeah.
that I've played ever, and it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good. First game I ever platinumed as well.
Yeah.
Which is now got me the itch to do it to every single game I own.
Right,
So thank you Until Dawn for that. And quickly before you slap me, Fortnite, the Battle Royale mode. Recently I've been playing that a lot and it's good. And that's all I'll say about that because you will actually slap me.
Yeah. No, I'm not playing it. Just to begin to bring up as well with the point of Outlast, the first game that actually done that to me was Deep Space. Deep Space was the first kind of game which I was immersed in terms of it's one of the games which does give you a freak out a little bit. But again, I still want to do I want to try out VR stuff in
Yeah.
terms of horror games. I want to see how immersive it is.
Yeah.
To the point where I do get like that kind of.
We'll get-
Whoa.
We'll get in, talk about VR in a little bit, but before we move on to our next section, I want to give a shout out to another podcast. And this is someone who got in touch saying, "Do I do shout out for shout out kind of thing?" Last night, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." So this is a podcast. If you just like people, like we talk rubbish in this podcast a lot. Would you agree with that?
You do.
Oh, I do. Okay. Well, I talk a lot of rubbish in this podcast, but if you want to listen to four very, very respectable gentlemen talk about rubbish for an hour or two, you can check out No, But Seriously, the podcast that's out on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play. Their Twitter is the NBS Show, so as in the No But Seriously Show, and new episodes are up the same as us on Mondays.
Yep.
So be sure to check them out, and yeah, I hope you do. I'm gonna go and listen to myself.
Yeah,
tomorrow
go
when they
over.
release.
Go over and give them a shout out, guys, or a shout out. Go and give them a listen. We'd appreciate your support with them as well.
Mhm.
We love podcasts as well. So the point where we will listen to anything and everything. The same kind of thing as we'll talk about anything and everything that's not overly serious.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, but seriously.
Yeah. It
that-
sounds as if they just like I've never listened because obviously I only got told about this last night, and then it's been a pretty hectic morning for us both.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a chance to listen yet, but I will definitely be listening tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Same. I'll be there.
Moving on to our next section, and it's games that are coming out very soon, and I am buzzing for this first one. I've missed the beta just because I've been too busy for it, but it's Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I have heard some kind of pre-reviews of it in terms of what it's looking like. I kind of want to bring up the first one,
Yeah.
because the biggest thing in the backlash, and it was involving me because I was all set to buy it, no story mode.
Yeah.
There's missions, I heard, but give us a story mode, because you want to make a game an absolute like classic that had all the makings of it.
Well, I mean,
cut back on some parts of it and give us a story mode, because that's one of the things people would love.
Look back at the old Star Wars Battlefront 2. I think I had a PSP, and that was probably the game I played the most. Was Star Wars Battlefront,
Yeah.
like the classic one. I loved that game, and it was because you could just go on, pick like a certain story mode, and just play through. One thing they also left out was air battles.
Did they?
Like there was, I mean, you could go and fly stuff, but there was no proper air battles, which was, like in a Battlefront game. That's one of the reasons you get it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to fly an X-wing or a Y-wing or a TIE fighter, and just battle. But there was none of that in the first Battlefront, and I think they brought it in for Battlefront 2.
Well, it's
I think. Don't quote me.
the main one for me was you get in an X-wing and you bring down an AT
Mhm.
with a wire trap and just spin around it. Because one, that was very challenging in the original games. And that's one of the things that I love, the fact that you could have the air battles, but you don't have to just be stuck in an air battle. You could go into the ground,
Yeah.
and then you could get into the point where you've done enough battling in terms of taking people down, then you become one of the hero characters
Yeah.
for a limited period of time, which was fantastic in terms of actual the gameplay for battling.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the heroes have brought this year, and it's I haven't researched too much into it, but it's from glimpses of trailers. They brought Darth Maul and they brought Boba Fett, which is going to be fantastic. I am so excited for this game. Another one which is kind of going back to classic roots.
Yeah.
The new Call of Duty World War 2
Oh yeah.
coming out November.
Yeah, I'm tempted to buy it. I don't know about you and where you started in terms of the Call of Duty timeline. I was Modern Warfare 2, but then after Modern Warfare 2, I then jumped to Call of Duty 4
So
on
which was Modern Warfare?
PC. No, it was Call of Duty. Was it Call of Duty 4?
COD 4 is Modern Warfare. It goes 1, 2, 3. I can't remember the titles. And
I
it's
think
COD
it was
4 Modern
free.
Warfare.
I think it was PC free.
Ah, okay.
That I went back to, and then I kind of went on, and then after Black Ops, the very first one, that's when I jumped ship.
Really, Black Ops 1 put you off?
Yeah, that's when I jumped ship.
Well,
I was getting a bit... sound like a bit of a gaming wuss, but I was getting annoyed with the modders, getting annoyed with the campers, but I kind of had to just accept it. Don't get me wrong, do not get me wrong, it was great to go on and have a laugh and just have a game of some. But yeah, I got wound up big time.
That's fair.
Big time.
Well,
I had Advanced Warfare. Was that what Advanced Warfare? What was the one with Kevin Spacey?
Was it? It wasn't the one that came with COD 4 remastered, wasn't it?
No, wait a minute.
That's Advanced Warfare then.
What's I'm sure it was. Advanced Warfare. Give me a minute.
Yeah, the
Kevin Spacey. COD.
I'm sure it was or was it Ghosts?
Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah. I mean, the story mode was good, but it was very unsubstantial to the point where I was very much pleased with it. It was good, but it was good. And it was pretty cool that they had Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got Kit Harington in for Infinite Warfare, but there was no way I was touching that game.
Yeah, nah.
It's enticing, although
the
one reason I would
have Conor McGregor as well.
Did they?
I'm sure they had Conor McGregor as a motion capture, but then they put him into the game as well. I didn't play it. I'm sure of it.
The only thing that's tempted me to get it is it came with a COD 4 remastered and it's got Prop Hunt on it.
It does. That'd be true.
I hope, and I know this COD's more serious. We're going back to World War II. We're going back to boots on the ground warfare, but I'd love a Prop Hunt. Because I think that became one of the most popular modes, because it was only meant to be like a weekend thing that would occasionally do it, but it became a permanent game mode within the first few weeks of release. I do like the fact that it's going back to boots on the ground, because my first COD was the first Black Ops. I then waited and got Black Ops 2. I then went back and played the 2 and 3 Modern Warfares. So Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, but didn't really like them. Then played Ghost and got Black Ops 3. I really enjoy the Black Ops series, but I kind of fell out with it as soon as they started putting all the jumping and flying stuff. That kind of just put us off a little bit. And then you had laser guns, and it was just like, right, nah, out.
Yeah.
So that this is going to be good. You can tell that the only reason they're kind of doing this is because Battlefield had a real successful year last year with Battlefield 1, which went back to World War 1, I believe. I'd never played it, just because I haven't got the game yet, but I probably would go back and play Battlefield 1.
Did you ever play Battlefield Bad Company 1?
No, the only Battlefield game I've played is Hardline.
Right, so you had Battlefield Bad Company, you had Bad Company 2. No, I wasn't a fan of Bad Company 2, but Battlefield, am I getting it wrong? Battlefield. Battlefield Bad Company 1 was a cracking game, because the multiplayer was fantastic, but the story mode was fantastic as well. I think that's what campaign mode. I can't remember what they called it, but it was funny.
That's what games are missing these days. A good story mode, like.
Don't get me wrong. Give me multiplayer, because it means you can get immersed with mates as well. But give us a story mode as well. It doesn't have to be overly substantial. You do not need as much as you get in GTA story modes. Please, Rockstar, don't take that away from us. We know that GTA games have to be very substantial. Yeah. But
games like your COD, your Battlefields and stuff like that, you can still have a really good story mode. You don't need to roll out the same thing every year and just expect your fans to be okay with it.
Yeah. No, you need the story mode. But Battlefield Bad Company had a cracking story mode, a cracking storyline, cracking castings, cracking scripting,
crack-a-lacking.
It was crack-a-lacking. That was a really good game, and it was the storyline was it wasn't really, you wouldn't probably have expected it to be, but it was humorous, and I thought that one was fantastic. In terms of all of the games, if I think about it, in terms of your CODs, Battlefield, that's the one I would go with in terms of the game for me. Yeah, okay, I was very, very much into Modern Warfare 2, but I would pick that out of all of them in terms of the game that really caught me.
I had to go back and pick a game, I'd probably pick Black Ops 2. I really, really enjoyed Black Ops 2 because I really enjoyed the story mode. I loved the little Easter egg at the end where Avenged Sevenfold would play the song they did for Black Ops 2.
Alright.
Like, they got mocapped and stuff like that into the game. And there's a small rumour that, like a small fan theory that the Rev is actually up somewhere in the stands. The drummer that died. So there was rumours. It was never ever confirmed by I can't remember which team it is that do the Black Ops games, but it's never been confirmed or anything like that. There was also rumours that there was going to be like an Avenged Sevenfold Zombies mode where instead of zombies it would be like crazed fans that would come over, which intrigued me a little.
Aye.
But no, I really enjoyed Black Ops 2 plus the actual zombies mode. That's the
zombies was like the thing for Black Ops games.
Like if I were to go back and play zombies map right now, it would be Die Rise on Black Ops 2, the one that had the elevators and stuff like that. I loved that one.
What was the real zombies?
Real zombies?
It was like a kind of rail station to start with, and then you had to go out into the tram, I'm sure it was.
Are you talking about the bus depot?
It might have been. I think it was actually.
Transit.
That's the one. That's exactly it.
That map, it was a pain in the backside. I really liked that. Great map. It was just a pain in the backside to do everything on it.
Yeah.
Going on to other games that are coming out. One that keeps on getting pushed back to hell, but we think it's coming out. Is it this month or next month?
Fuck no, it will never come out. It will never come out.
It's the South Park Fractured But Whole.
I like how you emphasise that.
Yeah. I want to know, the first thing I want to know about this game is how did they get that past who is it in the ratings? Is it Peggy and people like that? I want to know how they got it past, because that is beautiful from Ubisoft and the South Park creators.
Well, that's what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, do not get me wrong, the main question for me, apart from you bringing it out, is how are you going to beat Stick Truth? Because put it this way, it's not as Horizon would be. It's not a beautiful game, but it's a South Park game.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Like, if you like South Park, you'll love the games.
It's a bit of a you know what? Screw it. It's a bit of a piss take.
Yeah.
On like the kind of Final Fantasy setup.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic, but it's simplified to the point where most people will be able to play it.
Yeah.
But most people will have a laugh playing it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And going on the trailers of the Fractured But Whole, I love saying it. It's more of the same, because I mean, once I think they reached something like 100,000 pre-orders or something like that, like some milestone, and decided, right, we're going to give you a better trailer, and it was Kanye West as a fish. Because obviously he, if you don't watch South Park, he is known as a gay fish in the show.
There you go.
And honestly, it's just, it's definitely South Park. If you love South Park, you're probably gonna like the game. If you like Stick or Truth, get Fractured But Whole. I'm definitely.
If you've not played Stick or Truth, get Stick or Truth.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through it. I've still to complete it.
Yeah, same.
What bit I'm stuck at? I don't know if you've got to it, but yeah.
Probably not.
There's a bit where you have to fight Al Gore. I can't get past it, and I need to do it to progress the game, and I just can't do it, and it stuck us up, and I'm just like, you know what, I'll come back to it, and I still need to go back to it.
Yeah, but still, fantastic game. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. I want to touch on, you brought up Horizon there. I just want to quickly point out the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC is coming out soon, and of course...
What's the date? Now, this is something you'll probably have instilled in your head.
I believe it is the 28th or 29th of December, but they've released a deluxe package on the 5th of December where it comes with a pre-order of the game and all the DLC.
Wait, you mean the actual game?
Yeah, because there was...
we don't need that, we've already got the game.
And there was some DLC that you only got from pre-ordering, so now that's included in this bundle, and it also includes the pre-order for, I believe I can't remember what the DLC is actually called, but I know it's coming out end of December.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to give you something to do over the Christmas period.
No, I'll need to complete it before that.
Yeah,
So I'll definitely be getting it.
Definitely complete it. It is such a gorgeous game. But going on to other games that are coming out, and this is a game that we both haven't enjoyed the series before, but there's something I want to bring up that intrigues me about it, and it's Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a good story mode. What's the one thing you wished you could do on story modes? Like, if you had one thing that never gets done in story modes anymore.
That's a tough question. Are you meaning from me?
Just in a sort of gamer sense, like something that you could do.
Because if you're looking for me to say something, it's probably not going to be what I'm going to say.
What would you say out of interest?
I like, when it comes to story modes, I like the story mode to be a story mode. I don't like it being a manufactured timeline to the point where you're deciding the timeline. I like the timeline to stay the same, but I like, and what a lot of story modes don't have, is some form of personalisation. To me,
see if you're playing a story mode, you just want it to be a story.
I want it to be a story. I want to be part of the story, but I don't want to impact the story.
Yeah,
I want some.
Totally
I don't mind me impacting it in terms of you've got a certain path. Like for example, you've got like the Walking Dead Telltale games or any Telltale games.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you can influence the story, but I still like the storyline to be pretty linear.
Yeah.
I don't like I don't want to have to create the story.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why we've talked previously off of kind of podcasts with WWE.
Yeah.
Because it came away from stories and storylines into you create what happens in the show. You kind of just set up the matches and you're part of the show.
It's all down to whatever you do. No, we just want, like, one of the best things WWE ever done was, and like, you brought this up, was the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, so
that was beautiful.
So you were part of the story, but at the same time, you could still do what you want, but it wouldn't overly impact the story. Because you've got to have the storyline. Keep the storyline. Just give us some form of personalisation so that you're part of it. So you're on this road.
So there's like terrible, but not like what's really good about stories is you want just a linear, but you want different paths to get to where you're going. That's kind of it. But one thing that's coming with Far Cry 5, and it's something that you never said there, it's co-op campaign. Because I used to do that all the time with either my little sister or my little brother when he eventually grew up into gaming.
Mm-hmm.
We would go on and just play games together. Not a lot of games have that with story modes anymore at all.
It's a shame.
Like, the only game I can think that's done it in recent years is the Lego games.
That's a good shout, actually. Are you meaning co-op on the console, or are you meaning co-op online multiplayer? I
believe it's online, right. But you can do the entire game with a friend now.
Fair dues. Well,
which is intriguing me a little bit. I kind of want to play it now.
Right, I get that. I will not be getting it, but I understand that. That's a good thing. The one that I know of, and I still have to complete and try and get somebody to do it with me, is Saints Row, Get Out of Hell. I think it's Saints Row 4. It's the Get Out of Hell expansion / DLC / standalone, which I've completed. But I've not multiplayer completed, so you can co-op campaign that as a multiplayer.
That's what I'm saying. There's not a lot of games that do it anymore, so that's what's intriguing about Far Cry. Quickly, a few more games that are coming out. Marvel Spider-Man is set to release sometime next year, which I was excited for. Then I heard the early onset reviews that apparently it's mostly Q2Es, quick time events.
Oh, right.
During gameplay, which it's put me off a little bit, so I'm going to wait till actual gamers get their hands on it and stuff like that, see what it's like.
Are you meaning like in battle scenarios I'm
not just talking about battle.
You'll get, so basically what it is, you get stop bits and then you'll have to time a button press.
Yeah.
That irritates me.
Apparently it's the same with web slinging as well, but again, this is what I've heard. I've seen like a video or two. It's not concrete or set in stone yet, so don't quote me on it. This is just what I've been hearing about the game.
Can you remember games in which you would be in a battle scene well, not a battle scene, but you're in combat gameplay, and then you would like destroy something or somebody or character in game, and then at the point where you defeated them, they were like crumbled on the floor. But then what would happen is you would get a cutscene where you were still fighting, and you're like, but I've already put them down. I've put them down on the ground, or put the character down on the ground. They are defeated. Why am I now still fighting them? Like, just give me a cutscene of
you've done that.
You've done it.
Back to what makes a good story mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's go. God, I feel like I'm moaning about development in games.
2 more games, and this really, because I was looking at more games that are coming out within the next year or so. Well, year, because you never get too far. 2 games that really, really intrigued me. One of the games I've still to complete normally. In fact, both games I still have actually. Doom and Fallout, but they're coming out in VR, which is intriguing me a lot.
I've never played Fallout, but I used to play original PS1 Doom.
Nice.
Which was just the biggest, the biggest pain in the neck in terms of graphics, because it was all very slightly 8-bit in terms of graphics. But you kind of have to expect that. But it was good. It was really good. There was a lot of collectibles, a lot of levels, which was fantastic. But I've not played any new versions of Doom.
Really. I've played the new one.
Did you ever see the movie?
No.
Oh, biggest pile of garbage. Biggest pile of garbage.
You know, that's maybe another topic for another day. Gaming movies.
Yeah,
it just doesn't seem to work. But going back to Doom, I've played the new Doom.
Yeah.
And it is fantastic. It is. I never got to play the original Doom. I haven't went back and played it, but I've saw gameplay, and it definitely captures the same chaotic structure of the original. I can say that without a doubt. It's so fast paced and everything. Of course, some players like to take it slower, but for me, I'm a fast paced. Like I'm not a stealth gamer at all. I'm a very runner gunner, and I got that in Doom. But it just intrigues me how they're gonna take that and put it in VR. So I definitely want to go with this, and I want to go with Fallout in VR once I actually complete Fallout first. And to end this, it's going to be what games are we going to be completing hopefully soon. And I think both of us, we want to try Fallout.
I want to try Fallout, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'll complete it.
I stupidly, I got the game, I'd played the intro, and I was like, oh, okay. Then I heard the DLC was going to be put up by £10, and I was like, no, I'm going to get it while it's cheap. So I've got all the DLC, I've got the game, and I've played the intro maybe 10 times. Not because I don't enjoy it, it's just because I keep on getting distracted by other games that I want to play.
Yeah, you know that's my problem, because I'll go to other games and I won't finish something, and then I'll be like, I've still not finished that. Come on.
Another game I'm doing that with just now is Borderlands. I want to play Borderlands 2, and then the pre-sequel.
Okay.
Because I think that's the way you're meant to play them, or you can play it Borderlands pre-sequel, Borderlands 2.
Yeah, that's the timeline, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the correct timeline, but I keep on chopping and changing which way I want to play them, but I definitely want to go and complete Borderlands, because I want to play Tales from the Borderlands.
Yeah.
That looks fun. Any Telltale game looks fun.
Mm-hmm, definitely. For myself, I want to finish Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back into Skyrim. I don't think you can really complete Skyrim, in all fairness. There's always so much to do.
Yeah,
I mean, you can complete it, but if you've completed Skyrim, good on you.
Yeah.
How much time did you spend playing it?
I need to complete Skyrim myself.
Yeah. But I'm playing FIFA.
Yeah.
But specifically, it's FIFA 17. I know FIFA 18's out. I have it. Just gave you it.
Yeah.
As well. So we'll both be playing FIFA 18.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm playing FIFA 17, the journey mode, just because I want to get on the storyline, because that's where it starts. Mm-hmm. I actually really like it. Because I'm still able to play the games, but I do like the storyline. I do like the kind of way you can slightly impact it, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Again, what makes it good? Basically, this entire podcast has been, we want better story modes. Please give it to us.
Definitely. GTA's Rockstar.
Yeah, they've
doing
got
the right thing.
Horizon and the guys at Guerrilla Games, you do it well. Please make more games. I want them all.
Yep.
And
2K
get
with
better.
WWE. No, that you can't say it because NBA specifically with 2K, NBA 2K games are phenomenal.
I was just about to ask what are the 2K, because I know you play the NBA games. I was just about to ask what are they like.
Well, the newest mode with the neighbourhood mode looks insane.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I will not be getting it because I've just bought FIFA and I go one sports game. But the last NBA game I had NBA 2K14, 15 and 16. I still play 16 in the story mode, and that's fantastic. They normally get some creative producers in to do it.
Good.
So you've had people like Jay-Z, who else have you had? You've got people like Kevin Durant, LeBron James involved in it. But you've also got, in the one that I'm playing, you had Spike Lee producing the story mode.
Nice.
Which was pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
It was really well put together, and then it jumps out of career mode from storyline kind of. You've got kind of cinematic bits to just a career mode where you've got a storyline in place for your player, and then you can play as much as you want. And I go back into it and I still enjoy it, so I'll still play that one. It's not up to date, but it's fantastic. Still really really enjoy it.
Nice.
But yeah, NBA. 2K with WWE.
2K know
Come on.
They know how to make a storyline, but apparently not for wrestling.
No.
Well, in fairness, WWE don't know how to do that either at the minute.
That's true. That's true. Another topic for another day.
Yeah, exactly. But again, we want to hear what you have been playing, what you're excited for, and any game from your childhood that you would like remastered as well, I think.
So what we should do is we'll get two questions. One will be a commenting question, and one will be a poll. And I think I've got them. So we'll do a poll as: are you happy with current story modes in games?
Yep.
Yes or no.
Yeah.
Basically, are you happy with them? Are you not?
We'll put this up as an actual post, and instead of putting an answer yes or no, put in the comment. In fact, no, we'll put the poll up yes or no, but then put in the comments why.
Yeah.
Please.
We'll also put a comment one up of, and this is one I'm going to ask you as well.
Okay.
So, if you could have any game remastered, what would it be?
Either Pro Evo 4 or Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex.
Did you just say you would get Pro Evo 4 remastered? Come on!
I loved Pro Evolution Soccer 4. That's what got me into football games.
It's always remastered.
No, just that game, boost the graphics a little bit, the same gameplay. I'll play that instead of FIFA.
I'm disappointed in you, Declan.
I loved that game so much. Another shout actually. Did you ever play Shadow the Hedgehog?
No.
I recently went back and played that a little bit. I forgot how good it was.
Fair dues.
I really enjoyed that game as a kid. What about you, my man?
I would probably give a shout for Battlefield Bad Company if they remastered that with the kind of storyline. Alright, the storyline would be the same, but Crash remastered is still the same storyline. It's fantastic.
Yes.
And it was a big seller. I'll guarantee that was a massive seller.
Oh yeah, it was one of the best selling games of the year. In fact, didn't it outsell Horizon at one point?
It might have, but I doubt it would have properly done that. What would I pick from my past? Can I cheat in this one? And I'll say Crash Team Racing.
You see, a lot of people were saying that should have been the third game instead of Warped.
That would be if you're going to do it, guys, do it. Please do it. Because I understand doing 1, 2, and 3 because that's
maybe the next ones will be Tag Team Racing, Wrath of Cortex, and another one.
What? Crash Team Racing. It's not Tag Team Racing.
Why did I say
Crash Team Racing? Crash Team Racing, because that was fantastic. There was a little bit of storyline in that as well, which was kind of cool. So Crash Team Racing is a shout. Battlefield Bad Company, and I'll try and think of another one.
If you've only got two, that's fine.
Can I want to think? I'm kind of thinking. Let's say. Can it be a Duke Nukem?
Like the classic, not the one,
Duke Nukem.
not the one that got brought out about 6 or 7 years ago.
No,
the remake.
The classic PS1 Duke Nukem.
That's a good shout. That is a really good shout.
Mm-hmm.
And now for our ending poll, which again, if you missed last week, we end each week with a random poll about absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the... Oh wait, no. I'm ending it too soon. We've got a couple of things. Couple of things
we want to talk about. We'll be quite quick, but it's just basically what's up and coming, what's happened, blah 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 blah.
What's upcoming this week?
Podcast, is it?
Yeah. What's upcoming this week? And again, it seems to be a pretty quiet week.
Yeah.
But two very important things. One that you absolutely called last week, and you want to boast about. So
totally
go ahead.
boasting. So just a quick recap on what happened last week. We were talking, and we kind of gave up what is a band, or what's a band that you have to give a shout out about for what they've done in the past while, and also what's a band that you would give a shout out for, or kind of what are you expecting of something up and coming?
Like I think
what was it you said again?
Was,
it was Knucklepuck.
I think Knucklepuck is what I came out with.
Which we're going to talk about as well. Mm-hmm. But I said keep an eye out for state champs, because I think something might be up and coming, and I'm pretty sure the day after we put the podcast out, they came up with a featured track. So they were featured on a track from a rapper. Anytime that happens, you normally find the bands then do something, and they're about to hit out with something. And 2 days later, state champs are in the studio with Mark Hoppus. You're welcome. You're welcome, Declan.
You couldn't have called it any better, and you've been very, very smug about it ever since.
Yeah.
But no, something that I'm really excited about, and I didn't even realise it was this week, by the way.
We were talking about it was the one you were giving a shout out about in terms of look out for this.
Like, I thought it was coming out in like November, December, but no, it's coming out this Friday, and it's the new Knucklepuck album.
Yep.
That has crept up on me, and I am so excited for it.
The releases they've done up for the single releases have absolutely fantastic. Bit different on all the tracks, but all bangers. Yep, Knucklepuck's new album.
That's going to be fantastic. Cannot
it's
wait
called
for that.
Shapeshifter.
Yeah, cannot wait for it. It's going to be fantastic. Should also, I guess, Dead, they finally announced debut album as well. That was going to be
played with Dead a few times. Great guys. Damn catchy tracks. Skin, if you want a track to listen to by Dead, Skin.
Like my mate who's into indie music likes Skin. To put it in perspective, like he is, like his favourite band is Catfish and the Bottlemen.
I love Catfish as well.
What?
I love Catfish.
No.
Oh come on, Catfish are fantastic.
Oh, come on.
Kathleen is an absolute beller of a track, man. I've totally put you off. What's the Dead? Is it You're So Original?
Something More Original.
Something More Original. That's a great track as well.
Yeah.
Don't hate me. Come on, don't hate me for liking.
I'm not hating you. I'm just judging you quietly.
All right, cool.
You
said really.
Come on. But no, they're finally releasing the debut album, so they announced that earlier on this week at some point. I think that's all that's been said this week.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
So to close out the show is now the top 5 poll of something really, really random, and now I think we've said it.
Insert in drum roll.
There is a drum kit right
There's
there.
a drum kit right there. Nah, let's not.
Something that I think has been said in this podcast before. We like a drink or two.
Yeah.
Or 5.
10.
Sometimes 20. But no, we like a good drink. So we were.
If you take 20 alcoholic drinks, you won't be able to say the word drink. Or unless you're a badass.
But no, what we want to know is what is your top 5 non-alcoholic drinks? So basically, what's your top 5 favourite mixers?
It doesn't have to be mixers. It's just top 5 non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, I was trying to have a joke.
You could have mixers. If you want to go for mixers, then go for mixers. But top 5 non-alcoholic drinks.
Would you like to go first or will I?
I'll go first, and I'm not going to put it in order.
Yeah.
Because it will be difficult.
I think putting these lists in any order is going to be pointless because it's top 5 randomness. It's not exactly going to have so much impact from us in our lives.
Are you wanting to include differences in terms of individual drinks, as in diets?
Yes.
And also, like, non-sugars and stuff, so
Yeah.
include them separately.
Yeah, so if you're going to go Cola, you could go Coke, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero,
Or Coke Life.
or Coke Life. One that I absolutely used to love, and this was only out as a kid, it's not out anymore. It was Coca-Cola, but with lemon and lime through it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love that, and I don't get why it's not on sale anymore. Please bring it back.
Right. So I'm going to go first. So we'll start with probably my favourite, and I'm so Scottish, Full Fat Iron Brew.
Well done.
Full Fat Iron Brew is the best soft drink in the world.
Also a miracle worker for hangovers.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's quite funny because I see people that try it from America, they think it tastes like bubblegum. I went, how can you think that it tastes like bubblegum?
Tastes like iron.
It tastes like iron brew. So Scottish. It's terrible. So definitely Full Fat Iron Brew, because now don't get me wrong, Iron Brew Extra is really, really nice, but diet or sugar free Iron Brew is the worst drink in the world.
Oh yeah.
Because Full Fat Iron Brew, the best drink, funnily enough, diet / sugar free Iron Brew tastes like dirty water.
Yeah.
It's it's an insult. It's an insult.
I mean, do we do diets in Scotland? Why it tastes so
Yeah, we
horrible?
do now. We do now. After that, just to kind of run through, so Dr Pepper Zero is one of them. Fanta Fruit Twist.
Okay.
Pepsi Max Cherry. It's a good one.
You got a bottle of that just now.
I know, and I'm going to go a bit off canter here. We're going to go with I'm going to sound like such a hipster. We're going to go with caramel latte.
Oh wow.
I know.
Wow.
Caramel latte. This is it. You got a caramel latte or a caramel latte.
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 You want a latte, mate? You want a latte, mate?
People are going to say, we don't understand what they're saying.
Exactly. You'll get used to the accents eventually. That'll come in time. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. But no, in my top 5, I have to put Iron Brew in there. Not just I like it. I'm Scottish. It's Iron Brew. It has to be there.
Yep. Running through your veins.
Full Fat Cola has to be there.
Yeah, okay.
Like it in my drinks. Like it on its own.
Prefer Coke Zero. I'm not gonna lie. I prefer Coke Zero.
I don't like the no sugar stuff and stuff like that. I don't know why.
Really?
I like my sugar.
It does.
I'm gonna throw it in there. Bubblegum Rockstar. I think it's called Bubble Burst. That is amazing. I could drink that by the gallon.
Have you ever had the watermelon Rockstar?
Yeah.
Watermelon Rockstar's really good.
Do you remember the Cola Rockstar?
That sounds vile.
It was amazing.
That sounds vile.
That's what got me into Rockstar.
That sounds worse than Iron Brew 32 or Fiery.
Oh my god, Iron Brew 32 was the worst thing ever.
Oh.
And I love to drink it.
That's terrible. Oh, it's horrible.
But no, the Bubble Burst Rockstar, although the Cola Rockstar is getting a shout. I'm going to throw, and I know it's another Cola thing, but the Cola Lemon and Lime, just because I've remembered it.
It is.
It's not
Can I
around
get it
anymore. I know, but I'm throwing it in there because it was so good, it still resonates with me. Like, I will go out and I'll buy Lemon and Limes just to have it in Cola again.
You can still get Coke Vanilla though.
Yeah, I know.
Coke
And
Vanilla's
you can
awesome.
get, wait, what really annoys me? You can get Diet Coke with Lemon and Lime in it, but not Full Fat.
That's bad.
It's annoying.
It's bad.
And as a fifth one, I'm going to be an absolutely boring guy, but because of other stuff, I really like water. I really enjoy water. I don't get what it is. I will have
Is
water.
it? Are you meaning water, or are you meaning like a freezing cold bottle of water? Because a freezing cold bottle of water is very, very refreshing. But I see if you just get a glass of water, nah, it's just especially room temp water. I'm like yeah, okay, I'll drink it. I'll take it with painkillers, but
I'm fine with water. Like, I'll have bottles of water all the time. I'm a massive water drinker.
That's it.
So
that's
again,
fair.
I wanted to put something more interesting there, but I really just I've been a water guy for years now.
There it is.
But that will about wrap it up for this week.
Yeah, we want to know your comments. We want your feedback.
Yeah,
Get in touch with us.
Because obviously this is still a new thing. This is only our second ever episode. And I think it's going well.
Yeah, man.
We got some nice feedback from people.
Are you not as like worried or hesitant? I'm just gonna get quite comfortable, man. Just talking.
I think it's because of where we are. It's so chill.
peaceful,
It's
man.
like
chilled out.
if you could see a picture of us right now, we are in like a nice little room. Got some nice lamps on. It's nice, a nice ambiance. Yeah.
That's it. Yep. Well,
But
we
no.
better wrap it up then.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Remember, you can check us out on Twitter at The Last Step Podcast. That's the same for Facebook, same for Mixcloud, and also Ask FM if you have any form of question for us. It could be anything at all. And we'll also take suggestions for our top 5 on Ask FM as well.
Yep.
And make sure to listen next week where we will talk about something. We
We've not decided yet.
Not decided
We'll
yet.
work it out.
Some ideas in mind, but we don't know yet. So stay tuned. We'll be talking about the Neck Deep concert, definitely next week. And yeah, that'll do it for this week. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you soon.
Catch you guys.
Bye.